Now we're going to do a similar analysis with the orders data set. So first we have this summarized orders, which just tells us the number of orders and the percent delivery. Okay? So we have that for all of the restaurants by day. Okay? And so let's take a look at what the average number of daily orders are at each restaurant. So we're going to group by restaurant name, and then we're going to take num orders, which is right here, and we're just going to take the mean, right? So let's run that. And so we can see that the best restaurant, the one that has the most orders, is New York, okay? NYU, 1,180. Okay, now we've been using mean, sum. Here are some other things that you can do. All of these ignore missing values. That's something that's very important and that you can get from the documentation. So now let's look at our original file, the orders. Okay, so this is the one that has main, base name, side 1 name, and side 2 name. Okay, so let's look at the number of orders at each restaurant. So we group by the restaurant name, and then size is going to count all of the rows. Okay, so we're just picking type. It doesn't really matter which one we pick, but it counts all of the rows, including empty ones. Okay, and so again, we can see that NYU is the one that has the most orders. Okay, now we're going to orders each type by type. Okay, so here it is split by delivery, in-store, and pickup, and we did that by adding type. And now we're going to do something really cool, which is if we simply turn this into a data frame by using reset index here, you see that each row has just one type. So the Bryant Park, delivery, Bryant Park, in-store. What we would like is a single row with Bryant Park and delivery, in-store, and pickup as columns. So we do that with a simple command called unstack. And unstack will actually do exactly what I said. So here we have Bryant Park. Here's how many delivery orders, in-store orders, and pickup orders there are. Now, we can also calculate on multiple columns. So if we want to find the average number of drinks and the average number of cookies, not just one thing, all we do is we pass it in like this. Okay, you can also have different functions on each column. So here we have the same function, mean, on both columns. Here we're going to use dot aggregate in order to do the mean of drinks and the total count of main. So this is how many main dishes were ordered, and this is the average number of drinks per order. We can ask, does buying a drink influence cookie buying? Okay, so here's we do a Boolean. Okay, we group by that Boolean, so that's going to be true and false. So it's going to look at all of the orders with drinks and all of the orders without drinks. Then it's going to calculate the average number of cookies in each order. And as you can see, they're both about 2.5, 2.6, so there's no difference. People who buy drinks buy as many cookies as people who don't buy drinks. Now, we have this column called date time, which Python recognizes as a date time. And so we can do really neat things with that, including sorting things and sampling things by date. So here what we're doing is we're resampling by day. So basically we're grouping everything that occurs in a single day into one thing. Okay? And then we are going to take the drinks and we're going to calculate the mean. Okay? So here's what happens. So every day across all of the restaurants, we're going to find out the average number of drinks in a particular order. And so we can then see if it's changing. So on this day, January 1st, 2018, there were 0.06 drinks on average per order. Okay, and then here are the different things that we can resample by. We can resample by minutes, hours, days, etc. Here we're resampling by D, which is days. Okay, we can pick a particular restaurant out. So here's the total number of orders per day at a restaurant, and we're plotting it. okay? So we get all of the orders just from Colombia. Then we resample by day. We do size, which just tells us the number of orders in the day, and then we plot it. And so what we see is that the orders are actually going down during the summer, which is what we would expect because Columbia is probably next to Columbia University. And so during the summer, the students are out. Okay, and then finally, we can do both things. We can use group by and resample. So here we're going to group by the restaurant name, and then we're going to resample by day. Okay, and then we're just going to look at the number of sales per day per store. Okay, so we run this, and it takes a little bit of time because the data set is large. Okay, and then here we have on Bryant Park, on this day, this is how many total orders there were. If you want to know resample by month, okay, this will be the exact same thing as we had here. The difference is that we're looking at the number of drinks this time. So that's how to use group by resampling on the orders data set.